Pyo Namo Namaha. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Garatrise Namaha. Chapter 11. Sri Vaikunthapur, Sri Rudradwip and Sri Pulina. O glory to Sri Gauranga, the Panchatattva and the abode of Sri Gauranga, Sri Navadvipa. Arriving in Sri Vaikunthapur, Nityananda Prabhu smiled gently and spoke to Sri Jiva. Please listen carefully. Here, on one side, the 8-petaled lotus of Navadvipa is Vaikunthapur. Sri Vaikuntha, the spiritual world, the abode of Narayan, is situated beyond the Viraja river. This is its position. Maya never enters there, where Narayan is served by the Sri, Bhu and Lila energies. The effulgence of this spiritual land is Brahma. With fleshy eyes, everyone sees it to be material. Narad once saw this pure, eternal abode of Narayan with his spiritual eyes. He saw Narayan and then saw him as Gaurasundar. Thereafter Narad, the best of the sages, stayed here for some time. There is another ancient confidential subject. Once Ramanuja Acharya came to Jagannath Kshetra. He pleased Lord Jagannath with numerous prayers, and Jagannath mercifully came before him. Coming before him, the Lord said, "Visit Navadvipa Dham." Jai Sachi. Jai Gurudev. Very soon I will appear in Nadia in the home of Jagannath Mishra. Navadvipa is my dearmost abode. The spiritual world of Vaikuntha is situated within one portion of it. Excuse me. You are my eternal servant, and foremost amongst my devotees, you must see Navadvipa Dham. Let your disciples remain here, immersed in Dasha Ras. You must go. O wise Ramanuja, the birth of those who attain a body but do not see Navadvipa is meaningless. Sri Rangam, Sri Venkanta, and Yadavacha are simply minor parts of Navadvipa. Therefore, O Ramanuja, go to Navadvipa and see the form of Gauranga. You came to the earth to preach devotion. May your birth be successful by the mercy of Gaura. See Navadvipa and then go to Kurmastan. You will meet your disciples there. Hearing this, Ramanuja Acharya joined his palms and prayed to Jagannath. O Lord, by your mercy I have now heard about Gauranga, but I do not know who he is. Jagannath mercifully replied to Ramanuja, everyone knows that Krishna is the Lord of Goloka. Lord Narayan is a form Krishna assumes to perform pastimes. Krishna is the Supreme Being, and his abode is Vrindavan. Krishna also exists fully and eternally as Gaura Hari, and Vrindavan also exists fully and eternally as Navadvipa. In Navadvipa, I am eternally present as Gaurasundar. Navadvipa is the best abode in the world. By my grace, Navadvipa Dham is present on the earth, and all the scriptures say that there is no trace of Maya there. If you think that Navadvipa is degraded because it is present on the earth, then your devotion will diminish day by day. By my will, my inconceivable energy has manifested this spiritual abode within the realm of Maya. The scriptures do not assert a truth that is above reason. Only devotees understand it by my grace. Hearing the words of Jagannath, the sober Ramanuja became overwhelmed with divine love for Sri Gauranga. He said, "O Lord, your pastimes are extremely astonishing. The Vedic scriptures do not know your glories." "O Lord Jagannath, why did the scriptures not specifically describe the pastimes of Sri Gauranga? Only when I look at the Vedas, Puranas and other scriptures in a deeper way do I find revelation of Gauranga. Receiving your order, I have left behind my doubts. The ecstasy of the pastimes of Gaura has arisen in my heart. If you order me, I will go to Navadvipa and then preach about the pastimes of Gaura throughout the 3 worlds. I will reveal hidden scriptures, enlighten everyone, and make every soul within the 3 worlds a devotee of Gaura. Please speak." Seeing the eagerness of Ramanuja, Jagannath said, "O Ramanuja, do not speak this way. My pastimes as Gaura are very confidential. Keep them secret. Only after they are unmanifest will everyone receive them." Preach Dasya Ras and always worship Gaura within your heart. Receiving this instruction, Ramanuja Acharya secretly came to Navadvipa. So that the pastimes of Gaura were not manifest prematurely, Narayan took Ramanuja and kept him in Sri Vaikunthapur. Seeing this place, Ramanuja was charmed. Narayan, who is served by his Sri, Bhu and Leela energies, then very mercifully revealed himself to Ramanuja. Seeing his worshipful Lord, Ramanuja felt himself to be most fortunate. Ramanuja then suddenly saw the beautiful enchanting golden form of the son of Jagannath Mishra. Ramanuja fainted in the luster of the Lord's form, and Sri Gaura put his feet on Ramanuja's head. With divine knowledge, Ramanuja then prayed, "May I behold your manifest pastimes in Nadia." Saying this, Ramanuja cried with divine love. Then he said, "I will not leave Navadvipa." Mercifully, Gaurahari said, "O Ramanuja, your desires will be fulfilled. When my pastimes in Nadia manifest, you will be born again in Navadvipa." Saying this, Gaurahari disappeared. Satisfied, Ramanuja departed. Eventually, Ramanuja arrived in Kurmastan and met his disciples there. He proceeded south and preached about Dasya Ras while thinking of Navadvipa and Sri Gauranga within his heart. By the mercy of Gauranga, Ramanuja took birth in the eternal abode as Sri Ananta Acharya. The party then went to the home of Ballabha Acharya and saw the site of Lakshmi and Gauranga's marriage. O devotees, see the site of Ananta Acharya's home. Here there were many devotees of Narayan. Everyone knows that the king of that time established worship of Narayan in this place. Seeing the Nireshryasa forest on the bank of the Viraja river, the devotees felt unlimited joy. While discussing this history, the devotees arrived in Mahatmya. Nityananda Prabhu said, "Kamyavan is present here, visited with great devotion." Previously, there were 5 banyan trees here, but by the will of the Lord, they have since disappeared. This place is now called Matapur. The scriptures state that its previous name was Mahatmya. Once the 5 Pandavas came to Goda with Draupadi to live incognito. Understanding the glories of Nadia through a dream in Ekachakra, Maharaj Yudhisthira became amazed. Desiring to see Navadvipa, the Pandavas came here the next day with great joy. Seeing the beauty of Navadvipa, the Pandavas praised the fortune of the residents of Goda. They stayed here for some time and killed various demons. Everyone, see there Yudhisthira, Tila, see here the pond of Draupadi. Understanding the glories of this place, Maharaj Yudhisthira stayed here for some time. One day in a dream, he saw the extraordinary form of Gauranga illuminate all directions. Smiling, Gauranga said, "Behold this very secret form. I am Krishna, the son of Nanda, and I am always staying in your house as your friendly companion. Navadvipa Dham is the best of all abodes. I will manifest during Kali Yuga and dispel all darkness. You are all my eternal servants, and when I appear, you will also take birth. I will live with you permanently in Purushottam Kshetra on the bank of the ocean in Odisha. From here, go to Odisha, purify the country and remove the sorrow of the people." After having this dream, Yudhisthira spoke to his brothers. They consulted with Draupadi and then went to Odisha. They felt great sorrow to leave Navadvipa. Still they followed the order of the Lord. Madhva Acharya also stayed here with his disciples for some time as a resident of the Dham. Gauranga Sundar mercifully revealed his most enchanting form to Madhva Acharya in a dream. Smiling, Gaurachandra said to Madhva Acharya, "Everyone knows that you are my eternal servant. When I appear in Navadvipa, I will follow your lineage. Now carefully eradicate illusionism and false scriptures from all regions and establish the glory of the Lord's deity form. Later I will develop your pure conception." Saying this, Gaurachandra disappeared. Madhva Acharya awoke and then fainted. Madhva Acharya then cried, wondering, "Will I ever see that beautiful golden form again?" Then a divine voice came from the clear sky. "Serve me secretly, and you will come to me." Madhva Acharya became resolute and defeated the Mayavadis in all directions. As Nityananda Prabhu spoke about all this history, the devotee suddenly arrived in Rudradwip. Nityananda Prabhu said, "This is Rudradwip. It has been divided into two parts by the Ganga. By the will of the Lord, people do not live here. See how this western island has moved to the east bank of the river. From here, see Sri Shankarpur. See how far it shines along the bank of the Ganga. When Shankaracharya was conquering all directions, he came there to conquer Navadvipa. At heart, Shankaracharya was a great Vaishnava, only he acting as a non-dualist and servant of Maya. He was a highly empowered manifestation of Shiva, who was expert at preaching a conception of veiled Buddhism. According to the order of the Lord, Shiva performs this duty. When Shankaracharya came to Nadia, Gaurachandra revealed himself to Shankaracharya in a dream and mercifully spoke sweet words to him. "You are my servant and following my order. You are very cleverly preaching illusionism. Navadvipa Dham is very dear to me, and illusionism will never have a place here. Here, Vrida Shiva and Prodamaya propagate imaginary interpretations of the scriptures. They deceive, however, only those who oppose my devotees. In general, my devotees reside here. This place is not for preaching misconception. Therefore, you should go elsewhere. Do not trouble the residents of Navadvip. Understanding the position of Navadvip, through this dream, Shankaracharya went elsewhere, inspired with devotion. The 11 Rudras reside here in Rudradwip and chant the glories of Gora. Sri Nila Lohita Shiva, the leader of the Nila Lohita Rudras, always dances here with great joy. Seeing the dancing of the Rudras, the gods in the sky joyfully shower flowers upon them. Once Vishnu Swami, while conquering all directions, came to Rudradwip with his disciples and stayed the night. The disciples danced, chanting Hari Hari, and Vishnu Swami recited prayers from the scriptures. Seeing this devotional discussion, Sri Nila Hita Shiva was pleased and mercifully revealed himself. Upon seeing that Shiva had arrived at the Vaishnava assembly, Vishnu Swami became completely amazed. He immediately joined his palms and prayed to Shiva. Melting with compassion, Shiva spoke to him. All you Vaishnavas are very dear to me, and my heart is delighted to see your discussion of devotion. Request a boon, and I will kindly give it to you. There is nothing that I do not give to Vaishnavas. Filled with divine love, Vishnu Swami bowed down, joined his palms, and requested a boon. O Lord, give us the boon that hereafter we will establish a school of devotion. With great joy, Rudra granted his boon and named the school after himself. Vishnu Swami thus named the school the Sri Rudra Sampadaya and danced and sang. By Shiva's mercy, Vishnu Swami stayed here and worshipped Sri Gaurachandra, aspiring for divine love. Sri Gauranga came to Vishnu Swami in a dream and said, "My devotee Shiva blessed you. You are fortunate to have attained the wealth of devotion in Navadvip. For now preach pure non-dualism. Later, at the time of my appearance, you will appear as Sri Balabhavata. You will meet me in Sri Kshetra. Later go to Mahavan and establish your school. O Jiva, Sri Balabha is now in Gokula. When you go there, you will meet him." Saying this, Nityananda happily walked southbound towards Paradanga through Sri Pulina. Passing through Sri Pulina, Nityananda Prabhu showed the devotees Sri Rasamandal and Dira Samira. He said, "O Jiva, see here eternal Vrindavan and its pastimes." Hearing of Vrindavan, Jiva became overwhelmed with divine love, and tears of love streamed from his eyes. Nityananda Prabhu said, "Sri Gauranga chanted verses about the Rasa Lila here with the devotees. O Jiva, this place on the bank of the Ganga is the place of the great Rasa Lila in Vrindavan. Daily, the Rasa Lila happens here with the gopis. Sometimes fortunate souls see this. See Sri Dira Samira to the west, O wise one, hear about the place of worship. The place known as Dira Samira on the bank of the Jamuna in Braja is present here on the bank of the Ganga. Actually, you do not see the bank of the Ganga here. The Jamuna flows on the west side of the Ganga. This beautiful bank is on the shore of the Jamuna. Thus Vishwamba called this place Vrindavan. O Jiva, know that all the places of the pastimes in Vrindavan are present here. There is no difference between Vrindavan and Navadvip, and one should never differentiate between Gora and Krishna. Exuberant with intense ecstasy, Nityananda Rai revealed Vrindavan to Jiva, and none took him ahead. They went a little ways north and spent that night in Rudradwip. Bhakti Vinod, whose wealth is the feet of Nitai and Janava, chants the glories of Nadia. Jai. Jai, chapter 15.
Chapter 15.
15. Sri Vaikunthapur, Sri Rudradwip, and Sri Pulina. Jai. Jai. Sri Navadvipa, Mahatmya, and Sri Navadvipa Avataranga ki Jai. Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki Jai. Jai, Srila Gurudev. Singing Hariyaraya? Can you sing Hariyaraya?
I can. Just in case I forget the words.
60.
I can. I can't sing so well without my chorus. Oh, I guess I'm there. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Gopal Govindara.
Yadavaya Madhavaya.
Oh, sorry, wrong.
Yadavaya.
Jayadeta Madhav Keshavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha.
Gopal Govindaram Sri Madhusudana.
Gopal Govinda Ram Sri Madhusudana.
Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohana.
Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohan.
Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra.
Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaura
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Oh, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Gaura.
Devananda Prabhu.
Jai Safa Shri Guru Govinda Tandava Govinda Sundar Giri Hari Gopal Joki Jai.
Jai.
Jai Shri Guru Govinda Vara Giri Hari Joki Jai.
Jai.
Jai Om Vishnu Param Hamsa Parabhati Kachai Vai Asata Sata Shri Shima Shri Nirmala Chai Maharaj Ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai Om Vishnu Param Hamsa Parabhati Kachai Vai Asata Sata Shri Shima Shri Bhakti Sundar Govinda Denika Swami Maharaj Ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai Om Vishnu Param Hamsa Parabhati Kachai Vai Asata Sata Shri Shima Shri Bhakti Bhakti Shri Denika Swami Maharaj Ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai Om Vishnu Paramahamsa Parabhati Kachai Vai Astata Sata Shri Shima Shri Bhakti Siddhanta Sarasvati Thakur Ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai Om Vishnu Shri Gaurika Sharitas Bhagavad Maharaj Ki Jai.
Jai.
Om Vishnu Paramahamsa Jai Om Vishnu Shri Sachitananda Shri Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai Om Vishnu Shri Jagannath Das Bhagavad Maharaj Ki
Jai.
Shri Rupanuka Guru Varga Ki Jai.
Jai.
Chara Shri Haridas Thakur Ki
Jai.
Shri A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki
Jai.
Jai. Nanti Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai.
Jai.
Shri Jabhushana Ki Jai.
Jai.
Shri Vishwanath Chakravarti Prabhu Ki Jai.
Jai.
Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur Ki Jai.
Jai.
Shri Krishna Das Kaviraj Ki Jai. Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur Ki Jai.
Jai.
Sarvashara Shri Nityananda Prabhu
Jai.
Ki Jai. Sarvashara Sriman Mahaprabhu Ki
Jai.
Jai Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Gopinath Shami Kun Radha Kun Giri Govardhan Gopal Jul Ki Jai.
Jai.
Shri Lakshmi Varaha Devi Ki Jai. Shri
Jai.
Singh Dev Ki Jai.
Jai.
Bhakti Prahlad Maharaj Ki
Jai.
Ganga Janamati Ki Jai.
Jai.
Vaishnav Bhagavatam Chaitanya Ki Jai.
Jai.
Vishnu Vaishnava Vajraspar Ki Jai.
Jai.
Mat Vajra Shri Chaitanya Mat Ki Jai.
Jai.
Adya Sakamat Ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya Sarasvat Mat Ki Jai.
Jai.
Adya Sakamat Ki
Jai.
Vishnu Vyapita Adya Sakamat Ki Jai. Vrindavan Purushottam Dham Ki Jai. Shri Mayapur Ki Jai. Shri
Jai.
Navadvipa Ki Jai.
Jai.
Visit to India 2023 Ki Jai.
Jai.
Govardhan Purikama Ki Jai.
Jai.
Navadvipa Purikama Ki Jai.
Jai.
Vrindavan Ki Jai.
Jai.
All the assembled devotees Ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai Harinam Sankirtan Ki
Jai.
Jai. Let's go with Premanandi.
Hari Bol. Gopal? Oh, she's doing it.